Hello, you are welcome once again to New Focused Approach to Mathematics Basic 9. This is the revised edition. And in this video, we want to learn how to construct table of values for linear relations and drawing the graphs of the relations. So we can have two linear relations or one linear relations, and we are able to draw the graph. Now let's take one example and see how we can generate a table of values. Here we have a question that says construct a table for the relation y equals 2x minus 1 for the range of values from x being negative 3 to x being positive 3. We have to list all the ordered pairs. We have to list all the ordered pairs as well. Then again, we also draw the graph. Now, so what we do is that this is our target, okay? But the x values has been given to us starting from negative 3 to positive 3. Then we want to find the corresponding y values. So what it means is that if I pick x to be negative 3 and I substitute negative 3 into x, I'm going to have negative 3 times 2 minus 1. Okay, so I can write my x 2x here, negative 1 here, then the y here. So if I pick negative 3 and I substitute, I'm going to have negative 6 for this one. Then here is negative 1. When I add these two, I have negative 7. What it means is that if x is negative 3, y is negative 7. Then I put 2. So 2 times negative 2 will give me negative 4. I have my minus 1 here. When I add, I get negative 5. When I put in negative 1, I have negative 2 here, negative 1 here, then I have negative 3. When I put in 0, I'm going to have 0 here, neg 1 here, and the answer will be neg 1. So this continues until you fill in all the spaces. So if it is 1, we are going to have 2, then neg 1 will get positive 1. And if it is 2, we get 4, neg 1, and that will give us 3. And finally, if it is 3, we are going to get 6, neg 1, and that will give us 5. And so the ordered pair is going to be, if x is negative 3, y is negative 7. The next pair is negative 2, y is negative 5. The next pair, when x is negative 1, y is negative 3. And that continues, so we have 0, neg 1, we have 1, 1, we have 2, 3, and then we have 3, 5. So these are the ordered pairs. And this we can plot on the graph. Okay, so here, let us assume that I want to plot the point negative 3, negative 7. That is to plot this one. Okay, whenever I see negative 3, I see negative 3 for x, and then that of y is here. Okay, then negative 2, negative 5. So negative 2 is here, negative 5 is here, so they'll meet here. Then I have negative 1, negative 3, and they also meet here. I have 0 and neg 1. So 0 for x, neg 1 for y. So that also comes here. Then 1, 1 comes here. Then 2, 3 comes here. Then 3, 5. 3, 5 goes there. So when you draw a straight line to pass through all the plotted points, you get your graph like this. Assuming I give you another relation, maybe y is equals to 4x minus 2, then you can also do the same thing, generate a table of values, and you can plot that also on the same graph. Let's take another example and see. Here we have copy and complete a table of values for the relation y is equals to half x plus x, plus 2 for the interval negative 4 through to positive 6. Okay, so once again, when s is negative 4 and I put negative 4 negative 4 here, I'm going to get 0. Then if x is negative 3, I'm going to have 1 over 2 times negative 3 plus 2. Of course, that is going to give me negative 3 over 2 plus 2. If you're able to do this very well, you are going to get half. Okay, if you do negative 3 over 2 plus 2 will give you half. So I can put 0, 0.5 here. Then if s is -2, then I'm going to have y to be equal to half times -2 plus 2. Okay, so this will give me -1 plus 2, and that will give me +1. They've done this one for you as 1.5, and they've done this one for you. So we are going to put that of the +1. So +1 will give us half times 1 plus 2, and that is going to be 2.5. So we get a 2.5 there, and you can even see a pattern that 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Here is going to be 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and then 5. That is how you generate a point. Now, if you want to plot this on the graph, again, so the first one we are plotting -4, 0. So -4, 0 will be here, okay? And then we are plotting -3, then 0.5. -3, 0.5 will be here. Then -2, 1. -2, we plot 1. -1, we plot 1.5. -1, we plot 1.5. Then 0, we plot 2. 0, we plot 2. Then we have 1, we plot 2.5. So for +1, we have 2.5. Then 2, we have 3. 2, we have 3. And that continues until we finish all the points. Okay, so 6 is 5. So 6, we have 5. And 5, we have 4.5. When we finish and we draw the straight line to pass through all the points, we get our answer. So this is how we can generate values, table of values. At the same time, we can also create our graph out of the table of values. I'm sure this has been of blessing to you, and go ahead and solve more questions. Thanks so much for watching.